Screen record selected. Microphone button. Microphone. Microphone. Stop recording.
Okay. Hi everybody, welcome back. It's been a while. Now, okay, I'm starting a bit of a different series now. This is going to be a weekly one because we're going to be talking about a particular app that may be coming to the iPhone here pretty soon. I don't know when this will be, but it's in the beta stages right now. Today's the first day of it, of course, so we're going to be doing this possibly every Sunday. And I'm going to show you what app it is I'm talking about.
Settings. 2 new items. Screen curtained on.
Oh, okay.
Screen curtained off. Page
We're
105.
going to go up to
page 405.
5.
Page. Mark. eSpeak-NG. Beta. Trivia crack.
And you hear it right there. It's in beta. We are receiving here shortly. I don't know when this will be, but I think it'll be in 3 months. I mean, every beta says it'll be expiring in 3 months.
Skype. Now. Juliet. eSpeak-NG.
So, let me open the app. You did not see
eSpeak-NG.
nothing, by the way. Okay. And we're already on the screen that we want to look at. So this is just every week we're going to be doing kind of a briefing on what's new with the eSpeak-NG, and I'm also going to be demoing a little bit of it. So we're going to start with, we're going to be looking at the changelog in eSpeak-NG. Starting with 1.0-6, which was released on Monday, actually, this past week. But it says...
Word gap. Adjust. Pitch 50%. Voiceover languages.
Oh no,
button.
it took us out.
eSpeak-NG.
My bad.
Voice. About. Button.
We're gonna go to...
Language selector. English. America. Button. eSpeak-NG.
Not eSpeak, not the app. We're gonna go to...
eSpeak-NG.
Oh, Lord.
Beta. Trivia. eSpeak-NG. Beta.
All right.
App switcher. eSpeak-NG. Test flight.
Test
Active.
flight.
Test flight.
This is where we want to check our
Test
app
flight.
info
Back button.
and builds. Now we're where we need
Skype.
to be.
Now. Dominic. Read more. Read more.
Okay,
button.
I'm gonna turn on my Do Not Disturb.
Control center. Focus. Button. Selected. Focus. Do not disturb.
There we go. Now I'm not
Reduce
gonna be
list of
distracted.
languages that...
Okay. We're gonna look at the changelog of all the versions starting from 1.0-6.
Read more. Read more. Button. Read more. Install. Button. Add each cost. Initial. 1.06 expires in 86 days.
1.0-6 expires in 86 days. Now, if you're not familiar with the test flight application, you might want to download it if this is something you want to do. If you want to test out eSpeak-NG, I suggest my first source to look for this is the video that Grace from the YouTube channel Don't Mind Being Blind uploaded. She has a strict link in the description, as well as in her comments section somewhere. Well, I don't know why they would put this in the audiogames.net forum, but I was actually very curious to see this. And usually I don't go on audiogames.net. So, yeah, we're going to look at the changelog for version 1.0-6, and then we're going to move up to 1.0-7, and then 1.0-8. And then every Sunday we're just going to look at the changelog for the builds that have been going on throughout the week. So it appears these guys have been at work very hard lately, and they release these builds every 2 days. So,
Install. Button.
there's an install button if you want to install an older build. I'm going to show you what happens if you click that button. It's going to give you a warning, but I'm going to show you what it reads.
Install. Alert. Install older build. Installing an older build 6 of eSpeak-NG will turn off automatic updates for this app. Cancel button.
We do not want to do that because the app will update every 2 days, supposedly.
Initial app version supporting
So I'm going to cancel out of that.
diagram. Add possible install button.
We're going to look at the changelog for 1.0-6.
Initial app version supporting speech synthesis via in-app and voiceover.
So I'm going to do a 2-finger swipe down and we're going to just let it read.
Initial app version supporting speech synthesis via in-app and voiceover. Add eSpeak non-voice to voiceover. Possible ARM Mac OS support.
So possible M1 or M2 Mac support. So they may also be bringing this to the Mac.
Add install 1.0 read more button.
Okay, so that was build 1.0-6. Now we're going to look at the changelog for 1.0-7.
1. You may configure entire perform. Read more. 1.07 expires in 88 days.
1.0-7 expires in 88 days, while 1.0-6 expires in 86.
Install button.
And as before, we have an install button.
Initial app version supporting speech synthesis via in-app and voiceover.
So that will always be at the top of the changelog.
Alicia voice fixed. Many performance and stability improvements. 1.0 in 1.
So that's a bit of a smaller changelog, nothing really interesting there.
Install but 1.07 read more button.
Once again, that was build 1.0-7.
Read more.
Now we're going to look at today's build, 1.0-8.
Back 1.08 expires in 90 days.
And 1.0-8 expires in 3 months from today. And you'll notice that for current builds, if you're new to test flight, instead of an install button, if it's a current build, this shows up.
Open.
An open button. So let's see what it says on the top of the changelog.
Audio unit now not relies on application data, so can work even after system restarts.
So this is new. Like the previous text that was at the top of the changelog is no longer there. You would think it would have been, but no, it's not there.
Reduce list of languages that install to VoiceOver by default.
Reduce list of languages that was installed to VoiceOver by default. Today, they added a whole bunch of new languages. And I'm going to show you that list.
You may configure install VoiceOver languages via application menu in title bar.
So up at the title bar, that was where we were before.
Entire performance and stability improvements.
Entire performance and stability improvements. So
back button.
Now we're going to actually go back to the eSpeak-NG app.
App switcher. Test eSpeak-NG. eSpeak-NG.
And now I'm going to show you the whole list of languages. But I'm going to tell you right now, not all of them work. The only ones that work, the only languages that work are the original ones that came on the iPhone and all the new ones that were added to iOS 16 respectively. The ones that work with eSpeak-NG that already have had eSpeak-NG support previously. So dialects like Arabic, Bangla off of India, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Chinese. Actually, no, that is new, but it still doesn't work. French of Canada, French of France. Those are just some of them. That's just some to name. I'm going to show you the whole list of languages.
VoiceOver languages button.
So there's the new button right here. That wasn't there before. It says VoiceOver languages.
VoiceOver. eSpeak-NG back button.
Okay.
VoiceOver heading.
Now I'm going to show you all the languages. I have them all selected. but none of the new languages that were added here work. None of them. Except, like I said before, the only ones that do work are the ones that come with iOS 16 that already had eSpeak support in the past from other devices.
User preferred. Heading. Selected. English, United States. Button.
So you have sections. It's sectioned off.
Selected. Spanish, United States. System. Heading.
System languages.
Selected. Arabic, Egypt. Button.
Arabic of Egypt. So it's going to go worldwide.
Selected. Bulgarian, Bulgaria. Selected. Arabic, Egypt. Selected. Catalan, Spain. Selected. Croatian. Selected. Czech, Czech. Selected. Danish, Denmark. Selected. Dutch, Netherlands. Button.
So just these few work.
Selected. English, United Kingdom. Selected. Finnish, Finland. Selected. French, France. Selected. German, Germany. Selected. Greek, Greece. Selected.
Okay.
Hebrew, Israel. Selected. Hindi, India. Selected. Hungarian. Selected. Indonesian, Indonesia. Selected. Italian, Italy. Selected. Japanese, Japan. Selected. Kazakh, Selected. Korean, South Korea. Button.
Kazakh does not work.
Selected. Malay, Malaysia. Selected. Norwegian, Bokmal. Selected. Polish, Poland. Selected. Portuguese, Brazil. Selected. Portuguese, Portugal. Button. Selected. Romanian, Romania. Button.
Portuguese of Portugal doesn't work, but the Brazilian version does.
Selected. Russian, Russia. Selected. Slovak, Slovakia. Selected. Spanish, Latin America. Selected. Spanish, Spain. Button.
Spanish of Latin America doesn't work either.
Selected. Swedish, Sweden. Selected. Thai, Thailand. Selected. Turkish, Turk. Selected. Ukrainian, Selected. Vietnamese, Vietnam. Button.
I think there's more to that.
All. Heading.
All. Okay, so all the languages that are in the system section work, except for Kazakh, and I think one or two others.
Selected. Afrikaans, Namibia. Button.
Okay, prepare for a long list of languages.
Selected. Afrikaans, South Africa. Selected. Albanian, Albania. Selected. Albanian, Kosovo. Selected. Albanian, North Macedonia. Selected. Amharic, Ethiopia. Selected. Arabic, Algeria. Selected. Arabic, Bahrain. Selected. Arabic, Chad. Selected. Arabic, Comoros. Selected. Arabic, Djibouti. Selected. Arabic, Eritrea. Selected. Arabic, Iraq. Button. Selected. Arabic, Israel. Selected. Arabic, Jordan. Selected. Arabic, Kuwait. Selected. Arabic, Lebanon. Button.
They also have Arabic in Georgia, but it is not included in here for some reason.
Selected. Arabic, Libya. Selected. Arabic, Mauritania. Selected. Arabic, Morocco. Selected. Arabic, Oman. Selected. Arabic, Palestinian. Selected. Arabic, Qatar. Selected. Arabic, Saudi Arabia. Selected. Arabic, Somalia. Selected. Arabic, South Sudan. Selected. Arabic, Sudan. Selected. Arabic, Syria. Selected. Arabic, Tunisia. Selected. Arabic, United Arab. Selected. Arabic, Western Sahara. Selected. Arabic, Yemen. Selected. Arabic, World. Button.
Arabic world does work. Out of all those languages that I just read out, that's the only one that works. Just world.
Selected. Armenian, Armenia. Selected. Assamese, India. Selected. Azerbaijani, Azerbaijan. Selected. Bangla, Bangladesh. Button. Selected. Bangla, India. Button.
Okay, once again, none of those languages work except for Bangla of India.
Selected. Bashkir, Russia. Selected. Basque, Spain. Button.
In this section, Basque of Spain only works.
Selected. Belarusian, Belarus. Selected. Bosnian, Bosnia. Selected. Burmese, Myanmar. Selected. Cantonese, China Main. Selected. Cantonese, Hong Kong. Selected. Catalan, Andorra. Selected. Catalan, France. Selected. Catalan, Italy. Selected. Chuvash, Russia. Selected. Croatian, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Selected. Danish, Greenland. Button. Selected. Dutch, Aruba. Selected. Dutch, Belgium. Button. Selected. Dutch, Caribbean, Netherlands. Selected. Dutch, Curaçao. Button. Selected. Dutch, Sint Maarten. Selected. Dutch, Suriname. Selected. Esperanto, World. Selected. Estonian, Estonia. Selected. French, Belgium. Selected. French, Switzerland. Selected. Georgian, Georgia. But. Selected. German, Austria. Selected. German, Belgium. Selected. German, Italy. Selected. German, Liechtenstein. Selected. German, Luxembourg. Selected. German, Switzerland. Selected. Greek, Cyprus. Selected. Guarani, Paraguay. Selected. Gujarati, India. Selected. Hawaiian, United. Selected. Icelandic, Iceland. Selected. Edo, world. Selected. Interlingual, world. Selected. Irish, Ireland. Selected. Irish, United Kingdom. Selected. Italian, San Marino. Selected. Italian, Switzerland. Selected. Italian, Vatican City. Selected. Kalaallisut, Greenland. Selected. Canada, India. Button.
Out of all those languages, once again, Canada only works.
Selected. Konkani, India. Selected. Korean, North Korea. Button. Selected. Kurdish, Turkey. Button. Selected. Kyrgyz,
Okay, as far as the Korean one, only the South Korean one works.
Selected. Latvian, Latvia. Selected. Lithuanian, Lithuania. Selected. Lotban, world. Selected. Luxembourgish, Luxembourg. Selected. Macedonian, North Macedonia. Selected. Malay, Brunei. Button. Selected. Malay, Indonesia. Selected. Malay, Singapore. Selected. Malayalam, India. Button. Selected. Maltese, Malta.
Malay of Malaysia is the only one that works, but for some reason it's not in that list.
Selected. Marathi, India. Button.
This language also works.
Selected. Maori, New Zealand. Selected. Nepali, India. Selected. Nepali, Nepal. Selected. Norwegian Bokmål, Svalbard and Jan Mayen. Selected. Odia, India. Button.
Norwegian Bokmål of Norway also works. Not this other one.
Selected. Oromo, Ethiopia. Button. Selected. Oromo, Kenya. Button. Selected. Persian, Afghanistan. Selected. Persian, Iran. Button.
This version of Persian only works, not the Afghanistan version.
Selected. Portuguese, Angola. Button. Selected. Portuguese, Cape Verde. Selected. Portuguese, Equatorial Guinea. Selected. Portuguese, France. Selected. Portuguese, Guinea-Bissau. Portuguese, Luxembourg. Selected. Portuguese, Macau. But. Selected. Portuguese, Mozambique. Selected. Portuguese, Switzerland. Selected. Portuguese, Sao Tome and Principe. Selected. Portuguese, Timor-Leste. Selected. Punjabi, India. Button.
Okay. Brazilian Portuguese isn't in that list either. I'm not sure why, but that's the only one that works.
Selected. Punjabi, Pakistan. Button. Selected. Quechua, Bolivia. Selected. Quechua, Ecuador. Selected. Quechua, Peru. Selected. Romanian, Moldova. Button. Selected. Russian, Belarus. Button.
Romanian of Romania only works from that list.
Selected. Russian, Kazakhstan. Button. Selected. Russian, Kyrgyzstan. Button. Selected. Russian, Moldova. Selected. Russian, Ukraine. Button.
Only 5 or 6 Russian dialects. The Russia version works, the original.
Selected. Scottish Gaelic, United Kingdom. Button. Selected. Serbian, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Button. Selected. Serbian, Kosovo. Selected. Serbian, Montenegro. Selected. Serbian, Serbia. Button. Selected. Sindhi, India. Selected. Sindhi, Pakistan. Selected. Sinhala, Sri Lanka. Selected. Slovenian, Slovenia. Selected. Spanish, Antigua and Barbuda. Selected. Spanish, Argentina. Button.
Okay, this I will say right now. The only Spanish that works is the original Spanish of Spain.
Selected. Spanish, Bahamas. Selected. Spanish, Barbados. Selected. Spanish, Belize. Selected. Spanish, Bermuda. Selected. Spanish, Bolivia. Selected. Spanish, Brazil. Selected. Spanish, British Virgin Islands. Selected. Spanish, Canada. Selected. Spanish, Canary Islands. Button.
And for the record, I don't think Spanish is quite literally spoken in Canada. I know for sure English and French are.
Selected. Spanish, Caribbean Netherlands. Selected. Spanish, Cayman Islands. Selected. Spanish, Ceuta and Melilla. Selected. Spanish, Chile. Selected. Spanish, Colombia. Selected. Spanish, Costa Rica. Selected. Spanish, Cuba. Selected. Spanish, Curaçao. Selected. Spanish, Dominica. Selected. Spanish, Dominican Republic. Selected. Spanish, Ecuador. Selected. Spanish, El Salvador. Selected. Spanish, Equatorial Guinea. Selected. Spanish, Grenada. Selected. Spanish, Guatemala. Selected. Spanish, Guyana. Selected. Spanish, Haiti. Selected. Spanish, Honduras. Selected. Spanish, Mexico. But. Selected. Spanish Nicaragua. Selected. Spanish North America. Selected. Spanish Panama. Selected. Spanish Paraguay. Selected. Spanish Peru. Selected. Spanish Philippines. Selected. Spanish Puerto Rico. Selected. Spanish Saint Kitts. Selected. Selected. Spanish Saint Kitts and Nevis. Selected. Spanish Saint Lucia. Selected. Spanish Saint Vincent and Grenadines. Selected. Spanish Trinidad and Tobago. Selected. Spanish Turks and Caicos Islands. Selected. Spanish U.S. Virgin Islands. Selected. Spanish Uruguay. Selected. Spanish Venezuela. Button. Selected. Swahili Congo Kinshasa. Button.
Now, Spanish of Latin America wasn't there. Only North American. And the original Spanish of Spain wasn't there either.
Selected. Swahili Kenya. Button. Selected. Swahili Tanzania. Selected. Swahili Uganda. Selected. Swedish Finland. Button. Selected. Swedish Åland Islands. Selected. Tamil India. Button.
The Sweden version of Swedish works out of these three dialects, because for some reason, I don't know why some of these do work and why some of these don't.
Selected. Tamil Malaysia. Button.
Tamil of India only works.
Selected. Tamil India. Button.
Okay, yeah, that works already, yeah.
Selected. Tamil Singapore. Selected. Tamil Sri Lanka. Selected. Tatar Russia. Button. Selected. Telugu India. Button.
Telugu also works.
Selected. Tswana Botswana. Button. Selected. Tswana South Africa. Selected. Turkish Cyprus. Selected. Turkmen Turkmenistan. Selected. Urdu India. Selected. Urdu Pakistan. Selected. Uyghur China Mainland. Selected. Uzbek Afghanistan. Selected. Uzbek Uzbekistan. Selected. Welsh United Kingdom. Button. Vertical scroll bar. Vertical scroll. eSpeak-NG. eSpeak-NG. eSpeak-NG.
Okay, that was a long list of languages. Now you know how many of them work. Now you know how many of them work and how many do not work. So there's an idea for you. So yeah. Now, if they do plan on releasing this to the public, which I'm almost certain they are going to, I'm just not sure if it's going to be through an app or if it's going to be built into the system UI. But if I want you guys to type down in the comments area what you guys think it'll be when they release this to the public in the next major build of iOS. Whether it'll be like 16.2 or 16.3, I don't know when they're going to release the next major build of iOS. Now, I think we're actually on 16.1 now. Yeah, we're on 16.1, so it's a small but major build. So, but for the TTS community, this may be big if they release it in 16.2 or in 16.3. You guys tell me in the comments section what you guys think, whether it will be pushed through an app or if it'll be in the system UI. That was it for the first episode of eSpeak-NG coming to iPhone. We'll talk about it again next Sunday. And we'll see what has changed. Once again, we'll look at the change log for the week. And kind of discuss what I think about these things. Now, it looks like there is pretty good improvement here. So I do really see a high chance with this. I'm not for sure though. But you guys tell me what you guys think in the comments section. I'm going to head out for now, get this uploaded, and I need to go refresh an app on my iPhone, a different app. But that is it. I will speak to you guys next Sunday
eSpeak-NG.
for part 2, for episode 2.
Screen recording in progress.